tonight, will I still crawl back to you? Avoiding all the warning signs, and I can't find the strength to move. But is it too cliche that I wanna float this way? Or will the world fall down on me? Tell me now there's one more chance to say, for the last damn time, you're up in overdrive. The way the story goes, I'm not your Romeo. Still felt bad to you. Footed out the warning signs, and I just found the strength to move. Was it too cliche that I went flow that way? So the world fell down on me. Tell me now there's one more chance to the door alone, bruised by the sudden change of pace. Like a feather on your shoulder, you sense her reigning grace. So it's not so bad. Let me tell you before
waiting for it. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we're your hosts and live, once again, Juice and Danny, and joined by Till 5 Wrestling. Welcome, gentlemen.
Greetings, Danny.
Thanks for having us.
It's nice to be over here on the Juices side of things.
Yes, welcome. We're happy to have you aboard. Just to give our viewers at home just some names. We have down below in the red shirt, we have Tanner. And then to his right, we have in the white, the notorious ATB. They're over on the Facebook side of things. They do a weekly show. I'll let them plug their stuff if they want right now.
We're on Facebook, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, TikTok. You can find us on pretty much anything that's a social media app, except for Twitch.
And now we're here.
And here we are. Now we're invading your area.
There we go.
Hey, get that corner of the market, you know? Don't worry.
No.
Yeah,
that's our corner.
No, well, we share the corner.
That's fair.
You know.
Tag team.
Yeah.
Look, we together we make a wall because we've got two corners now. And we got
with a wall of pop.
I love it. Well, as long as we don't let Tony Schiavone do our team name, I think we'll be pretty fine for this week.
Oh, God, no thank you. Oh, boy.
I don't know if you guys heard that.
As Malice from now on. The wall. See?
All right. So this week we have Till 5 Wrestling. Juice was a guest on their show about 2 weeks ago?
This week and about 3 weeks ago. It was the week after Grand Slam. And I'm also on this week. We talk about the TNA history of Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. The episode just dropped today, this morning.
Oh, damn.
So definitely go and check that out over on the Facebook side of things. And we do have a Facebook page now for those of you watching. Definitely come and support.
All right. So, gentlemen, I know you watch the show, so you know how it starts. I got a trivia question for you boys.
Let's go.
Juice can join. I hear you guys are big Ring of Honor fans, and I don't know a lot about it, so I did some research. And their first few pay-per-views were called events, from what I understand. They didn't really call them pay-per-views. They were just like first event, second event, and they had like names for them.
Okay.
And you guys did, well, you guys, but they didn't crown a world heavyweight champion for a while. How many events did it take for them to crown their first Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion?
Oh, boy. Okay. Well,
it's their fourth show? Four?
Oh, 4 sounds right. That's when Low Key got though, right?
Because it was I want to say that it was like their 4th or 5th show.
Well, you gotta do one guess.
I'm saying 4.
I'll say 5.
I'm
5.
Honestly, I'm not playing to what you guys said. I honestly was gonna say 6 because I know they started in February, and honestly, it's probably 4. It probably was in June, but I'm gonna go with 6.
Ooh, so 4, 5, 6. The correct answer is 5.
Oh,
it was at their 5th event. So the 4th event was a number 1 contenders tournament to set up the 5th event, that 6-man, I believe, Iron Man match or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that was a dope match. Also, I looked it up.
They did the tournament at Road to the Title, and then they did crowning a champion.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. That's.
Thank God I know.
All right, so gotcha. No,
you didn't get Tanner. Tanner got it. So good for him.
All right, that's one of them had to get it. I'm glad someone got
1-0 on SharpSHOOTers trivia. 1-0.
There you go.
All right, so this week we have some fun plans for our guest. We got some blind rankings. It's been one of our favorite new segments that we started doing. And we're each doing 3 rankings, 10 list, or
but it's 6 lists total with 1 through 10. So you're ranking 10 things on each list.
He usually clears up when I mess up because sometimes I fumble my words.
Before we do dive
I definitely will.
Before we do dive in, some quick housekeeping things just we want to take care of here, pay our bills. First off, we want to thank once again Accept the Wind, the official band of the SharpSHOOTers podcast. You heard their music at the beginning of the show. They'll also be playing during our ad breaks and also at the end. So thank you to them for letting us use their music here on the show. It's a good fit. I like it. It's good stuff. So definitely check out Accept the Wind, ACCEPT, Accept the Wind. Good stuff. Also, take some time out of your day. Hit the subscribe button down below. We do appreciate the support. Helps us to, pay our bills. We can work on our graphics design, our hardware that we use here on the show. Any support goes a long way for us. We don't quite have merch and mugs like our friends at Till 5 do, but by all means, support them too with their merch. Check that out. Some good, look at that, fancy schmancy. I like it. It's beautiful.
It's dope.
Right there.
Ooh, look at that. So, see, they're ahead of the curve. They got some fancy merch. But, ooh, Square
Till
Spectrum.
5 takeover.
Yeah.
Square Spectrum has gifted 1 sub to viewers. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Square
thank
Spectrum.
you, Square
We
Spectrum. That's
appreciate the
awesome.
support, gifting that sub to one of our viewers. If you claimed it, be sure to thank Square in the chat. Be really awesome of you.
And if anyone else can please if you have Amazon Prime, it's actually free to subscribe and to give us a sub. So that'd be really awesome if you could sign up at amazon.gaming.com.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. I think it's Amazon Prime Gaming.com.
I always get it
Again,
wrong.
if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub to use on anybody. It costs you nothing, and it gives us the same amount of support. So we definitely do appreciate that as well. And one last announcement before we dive into the blind rankings is we are trying a new approach after this week. We've typically been on the air Thursday nights at 7 o'clock for about an hour, 15 hour and a half. We're going to try for the next month or so. We're going to do 2 episodes a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Tuesday's going to be more of a variety hour. We're going to, do the trivia, the card pack openings, play our games that are a little like rankings and whatnot. And then we're going to keep Thursdays more to strictly wrestling
Business.
talk of the week. Like what happens on AEW, what happens on WWE. It's just a way to segment it and keep it more focused week to week. We'll try it out, see how it goes, but we just want to let you, the viewers, know whether you're watching on demand on our YouTube or right here live with us on Twitch. We appreciate the support, and maybe you can make it on a Tuesday when you couldn't make it on a Thursday, or vice versa. So it helps get more visibility out there. So yeah, thank you for that. We appreciate it. And I think that covers everything. We can dive in now to the fun stuff.
Nice. All right. So going to our blind rankings. Let me make sure that's the screen that's up.
Yeet.
Give me one. Stop with that.
So,
No weeks.
Notorious and Tanner have opted to alternate. They're going to take on one at a time. Myself and Danny have each made up one, and we're going to split it and share. So first, we just want to make sure the screen.
Yeah, we
looks
got to get
good.
the screen fixed a little bit, so that's no big deal.
A little bit of a visual.
I'm going to go back. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what's happening to the screen. We'll get the producer here in a little bit, but we can still start the blind ranking, and then the producer come and fix it. No big deal.
Sure. So who would like to go first, Notorious or Tanner?
I'll go first.
Okay. So, do you have one you really want to go with first? Or you want me to go first?
I can start off.
Sure. All right. So this one is going to be for.
Just give us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, if you can still hear us. Just because we're just getting our screen fixed. There we go. We're back on. We're just getting the bracket screen fixed. So if you just guys give us 1 second.
Un momento, por favor.
You know what? While we're talking about it,
Sure.
another big reason that I wanted to do this split up, because I started realizing that,
There we go. Thank you, producer.
now I can't even talk. That's fine, man.
Thank you, producer.
Whatever.
We appreciate
There
it.
we go.
Whatever. I'll go first, I guess.
Thank you for your timing and your patience. Appreciate you, producer. We love you. One of one. Hearts in
Alright.
chat for producer.
So here we go. Here we go. So, first one that I have for you guys is the TNA Monday Night Wars took place, infamously a flop, as most things that TNA did. Unfortunately, I love the TNA too. I was very upset, but I remember that first episode. It was an interesting episode, and I remember a bunch of debuts that night. So we're gonna rank our top 10 debuts or like comebacks. Some guys weren't just first time debuts.
There
So
were 10 people that debuted or
returns
came
or
back on that
debut.
episode?
Yeah, more than 10. I actually had to shorten the list.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah,
so,
that was
again,
wild.
So Notorious, all you're doing here is honestly, it just comes down to how you feel about these talents. That's really the way that you can break
Yeah,
it down.
we'll
It's not
Or
that
or maybe
complicated.
you want to break it down to how you felt that night that you saw. Don't tell him how to let him figure out how to
All right,
rank
I'll
it,
see you
bro.
guys later. Have a
That's
good night.
crazy, this guy. All right, here we go. First one I got. Eric Bischoff. We got to start off with the guy who started it off.
So is 1 our top or is 10 our
Yes.
top?
One is you were real excited to see Eric Bischoff that night. 10 was I wish he never was on screen.
So am I thinking odds? Okay, we're gonna put Bischoff at 7.
Ooh,
Ooh.
all right.
He said we. I think they're working together.
Oh.
I'm taking the
Alright.
odd numbers. He's taking the evens.
Fair
I
enough.
love
No,
it.
fair enough. I'm just busting chops.
All right, next one.
They should have it 7.
Orlando Jordan.
Oof.
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a 9.
All right.
Oh, so you guys are splitting the list.
I can't, I
Okay.
can't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm sorry. I thought
That's
I
interesting.
thought one of you were gonna take the whole list. You're splitting the list. That's fine. Whatever you guys prefer.
No, I'm yeah.
Alternate.
We'll just
Yeah.
alternate. That's fine.
Yeah.
Double J Jeff Jarrett. I love the reactions too.
Put him
There's
at
like,
number
ooh.
one. I mean,
Is it early?
yes, I'm going to put Jeff Jarrett at number one because it's TNA. It is TNA.
It is TNA
It's
though.
early. John Morley could pop up, man. We need that
John
number 1.
Morley is going to be our number 10.
He's like,
Ah, all right. Ric Flair.
3.
3.
okay,
excited.
okay.
Get the time.
Spreading the wealth right
All
here.
right.
A lot of open.
Sean Waltman. I hear him whispering.
I think I heard an 8.
8.
8, yeah.
8. All right. And you know Sean Waltman never goes anywhere without Scott Hall.
So Scott Hall.
6.
6.
Okay. Oh man, this is terrible.
This is crazy. I mean, just the names are terrible. I don't even know.
Oh man.
All right. And then we got some more friends of Hulk Hogan. We got Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh.
Do it.
He said 2?
No, you know what? I'm not
I
putting shit on
I
Bubba. I'm not
wasn't
shit on
sure.
Bubba. I'm not putting Bubba at number 10. I will put Bubba at number 5.
Wow.
Because, hold on,
Wow.
I actually used to really enjoy Bubba the Love Sponge show. Ned Only was one of my favorite things ever.
I think Juice is already leaving and we haven't even gotten through the first one.
Wow. Wow.
Jeff Hardy?
Is that a question?
Yeah, I don't know why I said like a question.
2.
I heard 2.
Okay.
All right.
Jeff's lead the board.
I can respect Jeff.
I agree.
Hardy, too.
I'm
The Nasty Boys.
So keep in mind now, all you have left is number 4 and number 10. So you don't know who these next 2 are. So be careful who you put next. Where? Who we got?
The Nasty Boys.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was-
No, I wasn't calling them the Nasty
I
Boys.
talked over you the whole time. Okay.
look. I'll put the Nasty Boys at 10.
Okay. Who's he putting?
All right.
Who's he putting over Bubba the Love Sponge?
So that means your number 4 pick is the other man who starred Monday Night Wars for TNA, Hulk Hogan.
Fair enough.
Boo.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with this being the order.
Yeah, boo, Hulk Hogan.
The only thing that I really would have switched is Bubba and Scott Hall. Like that's really it.
Okay.
The rest
Interesting.
of it, I'm
You know.
Interesting.
I
I'm looking
mean,
at the list. It's not the worst.
Yeah, I probably would have put Bubba at 10 just because I was never a
Oh, Bubba's the worst
Bubba
in
guy
TNA.
myself. Apologies to Notorious.
That's not what Hogan's girlfriend said.
Oh,
Ah.
snap.
Whoa.
All right.
Girlfriend.
Well,
Not even wife. That's so sad. All right.
so switching over to my first list now. So I guess this one is for Tanner / both of you, but we'll start off a little simple. Oh, we got a fart in the chat. Thank you.
That's for the love sponge.
Thank you, Jay, for the fart. We appreciate that. So we're gonna start off with a simple one to ease you guys in on my list at least. We're just gonna do stipulations, match stipulations.
I like that.
Okay, I approve.
All right.
This will be a lot better.
Yeah. So this one should be a little bit more straightforward.
I don't trust you. You said simple. I don't trust you.
Yeah, it's simple. Nice way to ease it in. All right. So
I trust Juice more than I do Danny. I don't trust anybody that teaches for a living.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Oh man. Well, first
Yes,
up,
That's a conversation for later.
we have dog collar matches.
4.
Dog collar at 4. Okay.
All right.
Respectable.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with Ultimate X.
Oh, I loved Ultimate X-Men.
I'm gonna go 3.
Okay.
I never saw a bad one.
Agreed.
Is there a battle?
Have you ever seen the women's one?
That's why he's
We
never
know
seen
I
a
like
bad one.
women's
Yeah, he's never
wrestling.
seen a bad one.
Looks away. All right.
I don't watch women's wrestling. Come on, it's garbage.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Let's go with
I
the.
can't wait to talk about Wrestle Dream later.
Let's go with the Punjabi prison match.
Oh.
10.
10.
All day, number 10. I don't care what else is on the list.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Remember that for later. He said it, not me.
I know,
I'll
and
go to the
it's
poll.
hard to disagree with him though, because the Punjabi prison match was so bad.
All right, we'll see.
Can I just say that I love the fact that you guys are calling it the Punjabi prison match?
That's what it
Punjabi
is.
prison.
Punjabi?
Nobody said that.
Yeah, it's Punjabi.
It might be Punjabi. He might be right.
Poontang Pie. Moving on. All right.
Yeah, it's that Poontang.
Let's go with the Casino Gauntlet match from AEW.
That was for the run.
That's fun.
New
I love
stipulation.
gauntlets. I'm gonna go with 2.
Wow.
Good pick. That's a good one.
I love gauntlets, battle royals, all that stuff. That's a blast to me.
Yep.
So
All right, let's go with Braun Panties matches.
9.
Ooh. Wow.
Went too low.
Okay.
I get no enjoyment out of that. If I want to watch that, I'll go to a different website.
I'm sorry, but if you did not get enjoyment out of Tori Wilson and Stacy Keibler's bra and panties matches, then you have issues, sir.
If I'm watching wrestling and getting a boner on the same show, that's not a good thing for me.
It's got a point.
So
I mean, that was some of my childhood.
It depends on what you get a boner watching.
Yeah.
Are you going to get one watching John Moxley put a plastic bag over Danielson's head? Then I'm going to worry about it.
Some people do. It's crazy.
All right. Let's go with the Triple Cage match from WCW.
Ooh, 7.
Triple Cage at 7.
See, I agree with that. I really wanted it to be better. It's such a great concept. They never did it well.
hard to execute.
Square Spectrum says no kink shaming in the chat for I guess asphyxiation, but I digress.
Oh man.
All right, let's go
You
with.
can have whatever kink you want. I'm going to make fun of it.
So we have 4 left. Let's see what we got here. Let's pick something good. Let's go with First Blood matches.
I like First Blood. Oh, that's a hard one.
Number 5.
Number 5. All right. So we have 3 left here. Let's go with Iron Man matches.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Good.
All right. Well, we have 2 left here. So you have number 6 and number 8. Let's go with Tired and True, the ladder match. 6 or 8
6.
for the ladder match.
6.
Oh boy.
6.
And lastly, at number 8, we have the Viagra on a pole match.
I'm happy with this list.
I mean, I would prefer to
be
watch
honest
the
with you-
Viagra on a pole to the Punjabi prison match.
Yeah.
Your bottom 4 are actually, I agree with your bottom 4, the order they're in. I think you just gotta change the top 6 a little bit around.
Yeah.
My
I
personal
would have
opinion.
definitely put ladder match at 2 or 4.
Yeah.
I would have swapped
yeah.
the ladder match and the gauntlet.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's fair.
But no, somehow that bottom 4 I totally agree
It
with.
worked out. They didn't take any of my bait. Oh well. It
I
worked
wasn't thinking that because the casino gauntlet, which you misspelled.
Damn it! I knew I did. Wait, did I? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Son of a.
Come on, educator.
No, I'm a math
out.
teacher.
It's the math.
I teach math.
It's the numbers.
Yeah, I don't do.
Oh, well,
I don't
there
do
you
words.
go.
And even the numbers don't really work out all the time either. But I digress.
Numbers don't lie.
That's
they
why I
spell
can't speak
disaster.
sometimes either. I just.
All right, time for Danny's second list.
All right, here we go.
Back to
List
Daniel.
number 2. We're gonna go over to the Attitude Era, and you're gonna pick
Right.
your top. Well, you're gonna rank these 10 storylines. All right, so these are 10 storylines that I personally remembered. Like, these weren't lists I looked up. These were 10 I really went in my head and I was like, oh, I remember like this playing out for a while. So here we go.
Are these all WWF or we got
All
some
WWF Attitude Era.
Go Good.
All right, here we go. Number one.
In first.
Number 1.
Brawl for All.
Number 10.
Dan.
I had to test you guys. I just need to make sure. That's it.
It's ALL.
That's the truth.
ALL.
Don't-
You got it.
don't you mess with me. All right. I know they're really gonna like this one.
Let's go.
China's intercontinental title run.
8.
China.
For real?
Yep.
Do you think it should be higher, Notorious?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Mark Marrow and Sable.
9.
What,
We've
the
made a
story of
mistake.
Marrow, like, being protective of her
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff?
that whole storyline that broke
made
her
a
out of her
mistake?
shell.
Yeah,
Because,
that sucks. It's an SE title run.
but
Mm.
Jericho, the hand breaking,
Wow,
the house cleat,
You're going
the
all
good
low here, though, to
I
start.
know, this is
All
very
low.
interesting. All right.
See what's coming.
Dudley's, Hardys, and Edge and Christian, their whole little tag team feud that went on for a while.
2.
2. Yeah.
All right.
Respectable. Respectable. I like it.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
I would have put it 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm wondering what else is coming up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's a good spot, though. Definitely a good spot for Attitude Era. It's defining.
Survivor Series 98 that kicked off The Rock and the Corporation.
The tournament when The Rock won the belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deadly Games.
I know I said I would have not with Edge and Christian, but I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna put it at number 1.
absolutely.
Oh!
Wow.
Love the Deadly Games tournament.
1
Yeah.
and 2 and 8, 9,
Wow.
and 10 off the board.
The,
This is
the
crazy.
storytelling of with the Big Boss Man and The
Yeah.
Rock, all of that, like that show was the perfect build to The Rock's heel turn.
I think it was
Absolutely.
one of my favorite pay-per-views like of all time. I really loved it.
Word.
The Radicals.
Ooh. Could have been better. Let's go at 4 or 5.
Okay.
5 or 4?
That worked out better for.
He said 4
you
or
know.
5.
I
Let's go
don't
5.
know.
No, they got to decide.
He said 5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
5, 5, 5.
Yeah, he said let's go 4 5.
Oh, go for 5. The word 4. Come on,
Oh,
baby.
4, 5. All right,
Oh,
This is,
my
what I
bad.
put up with.
The McMahon Helmsley era.
10. Give me the mouse.
I'll say 7.
Gotta fix this.
I'm gonna mess up how I spell Helmsley probably.
You're on your own. Come on.
Helms.
Wow.
You
EY, right? Yeah. Okay, cool.
There we go.
could have just wrote Triple H. No one would have judged you.
You're right, but no, it's the McMahon Helmsley era specifically. The higher power. It was me all along, Austin.
That's right. God, number 6.
He said, "Oh God."
So now we're down to 3 and 4. So these are all, whatever these are going to be pretty high up.
All right, here we go.
Mm.
Rikishi running over The Rock.
Oh.
Steve Austin. I did it for The Rock.
4.
All right. Ooh, top 3.
I would have put the higher power up there.
And your number 3 pick was the feud of The Undertaker and Kane.
Oh, that's fine.
Good. Number 3. That's fair.
The top
yeah.
3 are fine.
Yep, top 3 is
Top
good.
3 are totally fine. This is the opposite of your last list. You got the top
And then
3
the
all
bottom-
right.
the bottom
You got to
two.
refix the whole bottom.
All right. I like it.
I'm fine with the bottom 2. Those Mark Marrow and Sable and Brawl for All, that was garbage.
Really,
Dude, the
Sable.
house
So
worked.
the Mark Marrow Sable thing I thought was great because like Sable was the biggest deal at the time. Like most people were tuning in. Like Sable's segments were the highest rated. So like every time Mark Marrow was trying to like cover up, and then even though I didn't really enjoy it personally, those boobies with the hands on them as her swimsuit was one of the most iconic images of like the Attitude Era. So I figured that might have been actually a little bit higher.
Jay says
She was nothing but blonde hair and tits. She was useless.
That is very true, but that was a lot of them at the time. That's how they portrayed him.
Jay says in chat, I for one would like everyone's thoughts on the Al Snow Big Boss Man pepper steak feud.
I was hoping that was going to pop out. That's an easy number 1.
I was thinking, but we already did that. So that's why I didn't want to do it
Yeah,
again.
but they didn't do it.
I know,
I
but for the show continuity, we did rankings of like
Well, clearly there's interest in the pepper steak.
Well, I fucked up
saga.
then. All right, let's just go to your next list.
Well,
Way to go.
I love the pepper steak feud. All right, next up.
It was a
also
terrible.
fuck up,
This one, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of made this one personally for Notorious. If you guys both want to do it, that's fine. But I made this one geared towards him. So
See, that's what I'll do the next one myself.
this week, PWI released the women's top 250. So
All right.
what I'd like to do for Notorious is I'd like to give him the top 10, and I'd like him to personally rank the top 10 how he would do it. So,
Remember,
So you're going to give me the top 10 that PWI had.
yep.
You just gave a monkey a loaded gun.
you can't rank them all 10. There's only one 10 spot, just for the record.
Oh, I love Tony Storm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we're again. This is gonna be the top 10. I won't give them to you in order, but you can put them wherever you want. So we'll start with Tony Storm. We'll play fair.
Tony Storm's number one.
Yeah.
All right.
I figured
I
you'd go
would-
there.
I happily bought a Tony Storm autograph. I have loved the Timeless Tony Storm story.
She's great.
Yeah.
Great
Tony Storm.
character.
Yeah.
I can't
Tony
wait to
Storm's
see what she comes back with.
Yeah. Well, she's still going. She's doing stuff in Japan and Mexico right now.
I know, but I figure when she comes back, even if she comes back as Timeless, I just can't wait for her to like come back and like
Yeah.
see how
Oh,
she
she's
goes
getting-
because she's not gonna be healed because she's got to chase the title,
Mhm.
so she's gonna be like
He's
more.
getting
of a-
hilarious from Stan Hansen, but not from his arm.
That's right.
So let's go with Bailey.
Bailey, that mom butt.
I'll put Bailey at 5.
Okay. All right. Rhea Ripley.
Mommy.
2.
2.
Okay.
I think Rhea's the only person that my wife would allow to join us in the bedroom.
Oh, hello.
Just
Breaking news here on the Sharpshooters.
hey man,
Look,
I've been
hey,
we've
I
been
will-
saying that she might be one of the few I turn straight for because every time I've seen her, I've been feeling some feelings inside. I don't know.
You know, I would let Dwayne Johnson enter our bedroom, so it's okay.
There you go. One
Like,
for
I'm-
one.
Fair.
I'm
right.
straight.
Just-
Well, all right, you guys are blowing my next list here.
Just so we're clear, Freebird's having his own conversation in the chat, by the way, talk about how he never liked Big Boss Man. He was never really big, so he said average subordinate boss man man.
He was big,
But that's not.
we're
Yeah, he
we're
was
not
definitely
gonna,
a big man. We're not gonna.
go down that
That's
rabbit
next
hole.
week. That's on Tuesday.
Well, I
Come
hope he
Tuesday.
never goes through Cobb County, Georgia, or it's
Right?
a done deal.
Yeah.
He'll be
That's what I'm saying.
he'll be doing hard times.
Oh damn.
And
they
that's
got,
terrible.
they got him with the hard times times 2.
Yeah, get out of here,
All right.
Freebird.
Athena.
Ooh.
4.
Athena at 4. All right. Let's go with Micah. Maika.
That was for me.
9. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's the only one I don't really know. I don't know. I know Japanese women's wrestling, but not that much. But yeah, she's the only one on the list I didn't really know at all. Willow Nightingale.
3.
Okay, Willow at 3.
I love Willow. My wife makes fun of me because when I saw her at AEW, I was like, Willow!
Not right.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, Willow's a good one, and she's from Long Island. She's from where we're from. At least over here.
Tell me how to fix it.
It's an I. Come on.
Oh.
Steph McClure.
Very good.
Is that the Latina that WWE just signed?
Yeah,
Yes.
she had the match with Mercedes.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're putting her down.
Where are you putting her?
8.
8. 8 for Steph McClure. All right. We have. Let's go with Jordan Grace.
6.
Jordan Grace at 6. Yeah, I'm not a Jordan Grace guy. I'm not a fan of hers really.
I'm not a big fan of her, but she can work. So
Danny, not right.
No, what?
Come
I
on.
like
How do you
Michael.
spell Jordan Grace?
It's Jordan. Jordynn.
Oh, Oh, sorry. That's a common name to spell
How do you not
Jordan.
know Jordan Grace? Wrestling
Dynn.
fan over here. All right.
E.
I know her. That doesn't mean I know I spell. I don't know how to spell half these people's names.
All right. We have 2 names left. We have Saree.
You know, I don't know that name either.
Saree. She was in NXT for a while, and she's in
She's
Japan
10.
now.
10?
She's 10.
Yeah.
She's 10.
And then lastly,
Oh.
Mariah May.
Okay, yeah, she can be 7. See, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
with that
yeah.
list.
It's a
That-
good list. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
There's
because
no Y in Mariah.
No why.
No Y in Mariah.
No why.
it's not Mary Yah. It's
Hey,
Mariah.
man.
Really,
Yeah.
the change on your list is I would put Bailey at 10. I hate Bailey.
Ooh.
Really?
Wow.
I've never liked Bailey.
I'm not a Bailey fan, but I knew there would be people that I've never seen on this list,
Right.
so they're going at the bottom.
That's fair.
Yeah,
And,
I'd probably just bump. I'd move Mariah up a few and Vakor a little bit. Also, before we move on to the next list, chat real quick. Just saying that next week's episode should be a wrestling spelling bee for Danny, and that he would fail.
Yo, that is 100% going to
You
be
know
a
what?
segment we
That's
do. 100% that's going to be a segment we do. It's going to be embarrassing.
All right, before we move on to Danny's last list, can you say Okada's first name, please, for the? No. Come on.
I got to see it.
No.
I don't know his first
All
name.
right, moving on. Next list.
Okay, hold on. Now, Tanner's mom is notorious for screwing up Wheeler Yuta's name.
That's true.
What does she call him?
So
Anything but Wheeler Yuta.
anything that's inappropriate to call him.
Anything
Why
but Wheeler Yuta.
inappropriate?
That's amazing. Of all
We
the
won't
names.
make his mom out to be a horrible person today.
Love you, Mom.
That's great. All right, so my last list, going back to the company I don't know too well, ROH. I was doing some research, and
we're doing this on-
I found a list that said ROH top 10 most pivotal matches. And I don't know if that's accurate or not. So I'm going to give you guys their matches, and you guys tell me how accurate this is.
Okay.
First one, we have Samoa Joe versus Kobashi at a New York hotel. It's that got placed in a New York hotel. I don't know what the name.
The
of
New
it.
Yorker.
Was it that name of the event?
No, it's a New Yorker hotel.
Oh, haha! I was like, what's the name of the event?
I was there. So.
That's dope.
That is my favorite match of all time. Samoa Joe versus Kenta Kobashi.
It's a good one.
And I will say that it is it's probably the most pivotal for ROH
That's a
as
huge
far
Worlds
as
Collide moment.
planting that flag.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right,
Yeah.
good list. So number one.
Yep. Easy.
All right.
Number one. Yappa pie.
All right. Next match, we have the Bullet Club versus Chaos and the Briscoe Brothers.
Was it at a supercard?
I believe so. I didn't write down the name of that one. That's the only one I
I
didn't
don't
write down.
think that's nearly as important as probably some of the others on the list, honestly. Was that number 2 on that list?
I'd put it in the bottom 3. I think he's just jumping.
Okay.
No, I'm jumping around. I'm not giving you the order.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Paging. Number 9. Number 9?
That was a similar place to where the list had it, just so you guys
Right.
know.
I assume so.
Yeah. I don't really recall that one being. Honestly,
I don't really recall that one
Yeah.
either, and I definitely don't see it as pivotal. Pivotal.
All right,
Pivotal.
we're gonna let that look weird in the thing. I
Yeah.
don't care. Next one we have Danielson versus, I'm gonna mess this name up. Morishima.
Oh, Morishima.
Morishima. There you go.
Takeshi
There you
Morishima. Well, which
All right.
match? Which show?
Do not put that
Fla-
high. Do not put that in the top 5.
They said it was their first one. Their first
first
meeting.
match?
Yeah.
7.
Because they fought 5 times and like.
They said it was
And
the
every
first
one
one
of
that
them
was
was
like set
boring.
everything off.
Because Morishima's a piece of garbage.
Morishima rocks.
See, I didn't like Morishima, but only because at that point I was so big on Danielson, so he was the perfect guy for me to boo and hate.
That's so
I
funny.
I also saw like 3 or
He
4
did
of the
his
matches
job.
live, so I loved him.
That's so funny. All right, next one we have ROH versus Combat Zone.
Oh, CZW.
Number 3.
Is
3.
that
3.
Cage of Death? I guess?
Cage of Death.
Okay.
We had the same idea.
3,
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
You know what I'm saving number 2 for.
Versus, sorry.
CZW. You can just write.
Yeah, CZW.
Yeah.
You need to do something? Oh.
He's
All right, next match. Chris Hero versus AJ Styles at Flying High.
I don't even remember that one.
They said it was a pivotal one.
I don't even remember a show called Flying High.
I believe it was in like 2013 or 14.
I think that was AJ's return
Oh.
to ROH.
You know what?
Yes.
Give it number
Say
Number
8.
8.
number 8.
Yeah.
8. Okay.
I don't necessarily see that as pivotal. Neither guy stayed around too
But
long
it
was-
after that.
I feel like that was the
I feel like
moment that Ring of Honor started to reclaim itself. too.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
All right. Next one at Ladder War, we had Kevin Steen versus El Generico.
Ooh,
4.
4.
that's a good one though.
I wanted to say 2, but I feel like I should save 2.
I feel like Briscoes and Sonerico was way more fun and
I
more
agree.
important.
I agree.
Homicide versus Corino
Yeah.
at Bitter Friends, Stiffer Enemies.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good reaction. And that's, funny enough, that's what the explanation said the reaction would be. They were like, this is not your typical ROH, like, technical match. This is a bloodbath and, like, just a fight. And I was like, oh, that's dope.
that's the show that like Homicide hit Carino and he lost hearing in his ear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He cupped him
crazy.
and lost him.
That taxed both guys a lot. That match did, yeah. I put it at number 5.
5.
Number 5. Field 5.
Number 4.
All right. So you have 2, 6, and 10 left. And you're not going to be happy with whatever goes in 10, just for the record, because I think you got some pretty good matches. I think.
Oh yeah, those are rough.
We'll find out right now.
Those are
First
brutal.
one, Raven versus Punk, the dog collar match.
Do it.
Hold on.
Wait.
No. I'm gonna say number 6.
Okay.
All right.
He's playing
All
the
right,
field.
all right,
He's
all right.
playing the field.
Look,
That's a
are you gonna
good
tell me
move.
that match is better or more important than Joe and Kabashi, the ROH and CZW
Well,
Age of Death rivalry? I mean,
there's one.
We'll find out. Next, we have the first main event, Daniels versus Low Key versus Danielson.
it's the first main event.
Mhm.
Does it not kind of have to be number 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's kind of what
That's
I was
what we're gonna
thinking. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm with you. And then the last one you got is CM Punk versus Samoa Joe, match number 3 of the All-Star Extravaganza 2. So Punk. and
Oh,
Joe.
Yeah, that's fine.
but what? They had one before that too.
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
right.
There you go.
And
Right.
I feel like that match at All Star Extravaganza was their worst match of that entire rivalry. So
Interesting.
All right, we got one more blind rankings, and then we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Yep.
This is my personal favorite one. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. I cannot wait to see what you think.
Alternate on this one.
So this one is
I wasn't trying.
wrestlers.
Okay.
Wrestlers you think you could beat in a fight,
Oh, man.
and
Now,
Okay.
you're ranking them from most likely to beat up to no chance in hell. They're gonna
Oh,
kill me.
my God. This is going to be great.
Okay, so number 10 is Brock Lesnar.
Essentially, unless you think you could beat up Brock Lesnar.
I think so. I have a little board here. I'm going to do my own little list for this one. He said there was one I'm really going to want to do, and he's right.
This is it. All right.
All right.
Starting off, Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle, number 2.
Ooh, number 2.
I can
Okay.
kick that shit out of Hornswoggle.
I like the confidence. I like it.
Look,
Hornswoggle to whip the hell out of me.
I'm beating midgets up all day long.
It's easy.
I
I
agree.
mean, just hold the hand out.
Okay.
I agree.
I'll
I
take
just
one
I-
and put him under my fat roll and walk around with him.
I put him number
I
1
know.
because I don't know who else I can beat up better than Hornswoggle.
All right. Next up, Batista.
Oh, God.
8.
8.
8.
Ooh, that's some confidence.
All right. I put him 9.
All right. All right.
So-
Batista. Let's go with.
I don't know if they current age Batista. That's fair. I might be able to say current age Batista better than like WrestleMania
Nah,
21
this
Batista.
is all prime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then 8. Oh, 9.
Let's
for me.
go with Chris Jericho.
6.
Jericho at 6.
Okay.
Well, yeah, MVP punched him out in an airport.
What are you, a pussy?
When was Hornswoggle's prime? No one knows.
When he was the anonymous Raw GM.
The wee nominal one. He was the wee nominal one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the wee nominal one.
All right. Let's go with Jack Perry.
Number 3.
Number 3. For
Hey,
Jack
that's why I put
Perry.
him. Yeah.
If he uses real glass, I won't.
I'll beat Jack Perry's ass so bad he cries for his daddy.
Ooh.
And by the way, anybody watching at home, if you feel like doing these blind rankings in real time with us, definitely share them in chat. We love to see where you think you can beat up somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
compared
At
to
the end of it,
everybody
just send your whole list. That would be hilarious.
Next up.
Danny, who can't spell, is number 4.
That's not fair.
Sting. Where do you rank Sting in terms of how much you can beat him up?
Sting was a bodybuilder.
At this age or in
He
his
said
prime?
No,
It's all in the
prime. All prime.
This is
All prime.
Give me 7.
7. Also, if it was his age now, that'd be elder abuse. So
Yeah, that'd be messed up, man. Why do you want to beat up Sting now?
Easier.
Look, if the old man wants to throw hands, I'll throw hands.
That's totally fair. If Sting starts the fight,
Let's go with.
I mean,
Let's go with Eugene.
that's so fucked.
number 1.
That feels wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Prime
Jesus
Eugene.
Christ. If it helps you guys,
Yeah.
your 1 and
Oh.
2 are my 1 and 2 flipped. I believe I could beat Eugene second most after Hornswoggle.
I would beat Eugene so bad he'd be like, "Hello, sir. My name's Jen."
Bro, I don't know about that. Eugene has that strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful about that.
Strength.
Are you trying to imply that Eugene would go sex crazed and retard strong?
On that note, let's go with Adam Cole, baby.
Damn it!
Yeah, I would have totally put Adam Cole at number 1. Sorry to say this. Fuck Adam Cole.
That's
Number 4.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Adam Cole at number 4.
I don't know, man. He'll just super kick you guys all day. You gotta be careful.
All right,
He
what we got?
can't hit me.
He can't lift his foot up that high.
You can't reach.
Trying to see who I got left here. Hold on.
Jumping super
And besides, if he did hit it, he'd break an ankle
kick.
and be out for 9 months.
Did I not say Triple H? I thought
You
I
did
did.
not say Triple H.
Triple H.
9?
That's fair.
9.
9.
Not good.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta put him at 8. We're all waiting for Brock Lesnar, by the way. That's what number 10's for, and it's gonna be fucked because it's gonna be like someone so
Brock
awful. Yeah.
Someone, oh, I'm confused. Oh, no, I'm good. All right, so 2 left. We have 10 and 5 for you guys.
So
All right.
mine too.
Let's go with Goldberg.
Oh fuck.
I hate Goldberg.
But do you think you could beat him up?
Yo, Goldberg would kick the
In
shit out of
prime,
me.
in his prime, he would have beat
This is
you.
prime
I would
Goldberg.
kick Goldberg in the nuts 55 times
Yeah,
if he
you
could find
wish.
Put it
You
to number 5.
wish.
Goldberg at 5.
Goldberg will kill me.
God, I hate
So-
Goldberg.
That means the wrestler that you're going to have no chance in hell of beating up is Zach Gowen.
Ah, I told you he's gonna do it. A-N or E-N?
Ian.
Nice.
Fuck Goldberg. I'll
Zach
kick him in
Gowen
the
at number
nuts.
10. You have no chance of beating up Zach Gowen, the one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Well done,
Never
gentlemen.
count out a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
He's my number 5. I'm glad I saved that.
Well done, everyone.
That's hilarious. Yeah, your list might need a little work, guys. I don't know about it.
I love
I
it.
didn't know who was coming. I was expecting Brock. Honestly,
That's the fun. That's the
I
fun of blind rankings,
that's
baby.
the magic of it.
Oh,
right.
God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to go to our commercial break real quick, please take the time while you're doing our commercial, maybe subscribe, check your Amazon Prime account. If you have Amazon Prime, click below, subscribe to us, give us some free stuff, follow, whatever else you'd like to do. We'll be back in a few minutes, so please don't go anywhere.
See you in a few.
heart should be. Well, there's no need to remind me to think of who we were way back when. Just one forgotten fire. We've just one last desire. And I was so close tonight. And I was so close tonight. Would I win under a starry foreign sky? 'Cause here on earth I was so damn close tonight. And I was slow. Just one forgotten fire. Leave just one last desire. And I was so close tonight. And I was so damn close tonight. When I went under a starry foreign sky. 'Cause here on earth I was so damn close tonight.
All right, boys, we're back in 3, 2.
Wait, what?
Audience can hear you.
Oh, they can. I wasn't sure.
7,
Hello,
6,
everyone.
5.
I didn't know how that worked. All right, my bad. It's
Hello.
only like our second week with it. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about Wrestle Dream, looking at our results, how we all did, how till. Oh God,
Till 5 Wrestling, our friends Notorious and Tanner.
I said till 5.
We want to see. We did get your predictions as well before the show, so we have here right now on display. First, we're just going to show the overall results for the 3 of us, and then we're going to tab over and show that the both of you did as well. So we have Matt, Danny, and myself. Let's scroll down to the bottom and just share. Pretty even across the board results wise. We all ended up doing 9 and 4. Different matches we got wrong.
Yeah.
We'll scroll back up and go through the matches once we're done, but we all went 9 and 4. As you see, the overall records, Danny still has a 4 matchup lead over me. Matt a little bit behind the pack, but that is to be expected.
That's my
And-
choice. I don't even feel bad anymore about it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's us all at 9 and 4. Respectable, not great. But now let's go over to our friends at Till 5.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. I don't know what crystal ball you looked in.
We have Notorious ATB also at 9 and 4, like the rest of us, and then the one and only Tanner pulling off a 12 and 1 on a
crazy.
13 match card.
Got the trivia right. I'm 12 and 1. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna have to come back.
It's very,
He's gonna have to be a regular now the way he's going.
very, very impressive. Very well done. Only one match wrong on the show. It was the opener. But yeah,
I don't think anybody expected that.
I was
No,
gonna
I
say
got
let's start with the opener because all 4 of us had Adam Page. The only guy who didn't have Adam Page was the guy who always just picks against us, and he picked Jay White, as you can see. But all 4 of us had Adam Page, and that was I said it last week. It was a good surprise. Like, I'm glad it happened, and I said last week I hope it was gonna happen, but I didn't think they were gonna pull it off.
Yeah, it's one of those wins where when they do it, you don't realize until they do it, and you start thinking like, "Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have realized."
Yeah, right.
or
Exactly.
do
That's
this."
exactly what I thought.
Like to have him lose in Seattle, like or in Washington with like Swerve's house and everyone hating him because of Swerve. Even if you're not gonna fight Swerve, have him lose anyway and still get like that reaction.
Plus, he didn't need the win. like I didn't think about it until it happened, but like he didn't need the win. Jay White coming back and all that really could have used the win, and he got it. Like I think it was the right call.
Yeah, and clearly they're going to keep going. This is the beginning of the story, not
Well-
the end. So
I think that most of us had assumed, like last year,
Yeah.
with Swerve and Hangman, that it wasn't going to be something that went on for months.
Right.
yeah, it's a
And
pretty long term
that was-
story though. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
really liked the match.
Yeah, no, it was a very good match. I liked White's ring work.
Great opening.
How he was kind of like playing with the rope and the, like the swaying back and forth and not taking the buckshot and all that stuff. So it was
Yeah.
very well done. I liked it a lot. Before we keep going with the main card,
I was gonna say, do we want to touch on any of the pre-match cards? I only have one note from the pre-match. Everyone knows what I'm going to talk about in a second, but
yeah, I have two things.
where do you want to go first?
So I'll start with the very first match. I'm happy Brian Cage won the TV title.
That was crazy.
I think Atlantis Jr. having it to begin with was just because of the CMLL relationship. I think it was a joke to give it to him.
Oh man, Atlantis Jr. is fantastic.
Was that?
I said I think Atlantis Jr. is fantastic. I don't think that's a joke. There's a history of a lot of international guys having the TV championship for ROH.
No, it's it is. It's fair to give you a little context. I am not a luchador fan at all. I don't
Oh.
like.
Okay, someone's racist. That's okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Maybe
If you didn't see it in our first ever segment, in our first ever tournament for the greatest of all time, someone had to put the vote to put Nigel McGuinness over Rey Mysterio, which I think is ludicrous.
That's all right. That's a whole other thing.
No, I'm perfectly fine with
Damn it! I was
Thank
hoping
you.
they would agree. I was taking a risk. I was taking a risk.
And I meant it. I wasn't doing it to troll.
He wasn't.
I meant it that Nigel was better than Ray.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
And Nigel ended up going through, and I got shit for it. I don't regret it. So, whatever.
No, you're right. It's
All
All
okay.
right, well, that backfired. I tried. Moving on.
Danny, spell Mysterio.
Yeah. Cascanova.
Well, no, that's Spanish. I can spell that. That's fine.
Cascanova.
Yeah, no,
thank
I'm
you
good
so
on that.
much. Thank you so much for the follow, Cascanova. Really
Hey.
appreciate you and the support. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Or ma'am.
We don't know. Thank
Yeah.
you. My only other note from the kickoff or the 0 hour was I don't like them, but I'm really surprised MXM didn't win. I thought they were going to be getting
I
something
love
here.
MXM and I love Rico, and I was so excited to
Yeah.
see Rico for the first time in like 20 years.
I was very excited to see Rico. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, oh shit, like let's go.
Tanner had been joking before the show. He was like, "How great would it be if Eminem brought out somebody like Rico?" And then sure enough, here comes Rico.
So much like
Nah.
I predicted this card 12-1, I also predicted that Rico
That's fucking
would be
wild.
the third man. Just ran.
You know why that? Because you're the prophet of podcast.
I am the prophet of podcasting.
There you go. There you
Jeez.
go. I like
So
it.
the only thing I want to talk about from the pre-match, pre-card, whatever, is Tony Schiavone trying to come up with a team name on commentary live, and decides to call the Dark Order and Premier Athletes the Dark Athletes just live on pay-per-view.
I missed that.
Was the most. They were trying to come up with all these team names, and someone was like, "Oh, what about Premier Order?" He's like, "Nah, Dark Athletes," and you just hear everyone go silent, and then Nigel's like, "I don't think that's gonna work there, Tony," and everyone started losing.
Oh man, I missed that.
Yeah,
No,
so
that'll be on Botchamania, guaranteed.
thank you, Tony. Great job. Awkward.
All right, so let's roll on. I guess we'll just start from the top, work our way down. First up, it won't be in show order, but we'll hit on everything.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 falls. Hologram versus Beast Mortos. What did you
Oh,
gentlemen think of that?
So
That
much
was a
fun.
blast.
So much fun. Beast Mortos is incredible. I think Hologram is a great young up and coming luchador.
I'm really looking forward to Vikingo getting back in the mix with Hologram,
Absolutely.
Mordos,
Yep.
and Commander. Like, I feel like we have a very good chance of having WCW's 1996-1997 Cruiserweight
It
division.
very
here.
much
Just
feels
thinking
that.
that, man, and it's awesome. I love that division. It was such a fun division to watch. Did you like? You said something last week.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So first off, I want to preface this with just clarifying from what I said a few minutes ago. When I say I don't like luchadors, not all luchadors. There are some I do like. I just think a majority of them
Wow.
are pretty sloppy. That's my thing. I think the style
Okay.
of lucha libre is very sloppy, and a lot of it is just very poor quality wrestling for me as a fan. That's
What do
it
you
is.
expect from a company the Young Bucks helped to start?
Was that?
What do you expect from a company that the Young Bucks helped to start?
Well, yes. So I like Hologram a lot. He's growing on me big time. I like him. Beast Mortos, I was way wrong on him. When I saw him in TNA at first, hated him because they were using him very poorly. They weren't using him right. I thought he was the lamest thing, instant channel changer. And when he came to AEW, I was like, oh crap, here we go. But
I started watching him in PWG, man, taking on like Brian Cage and stuff, and he was just fantastic.
Yeah, and he's won me over. Listen, when I'm wrong,
Yeah,
I'm wrong. He's great.
absolutely.
I like Beast Mortos. I liked the match. My only complaint was what I said last week here on the show. If you missed it, check it out below with our link tree. You can watch on YouTube. You can catch up on that. I said that I knew Hologram would win because he's undefeated, but with it being 2 out of 3 falls, he should not be pinned at all. He should have won 2 falls.
I said the same thing.
He should
I
have
was like,
won 2 falls straight, or have Mortos cheat, or do something heelish to get a fall or something.
Like a DQ
or
or a count out or something.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at
Hologram
all.
went for some flippy floppy thing outside,
Yeah.
and Mortos got a count out.
Yeah.
So good match, but I didn't like that. So not a fan.
Next up,
yeah.
we got the ROH World Title match, Briscoe versus Jericho. I didn't really have too many notes from this match. I thought it was a good match, but I'm glad Briscoe won. I think Briscoe should have won. Thank God there's no Nueve.
Well, you say that, but did you watch
They're
it?
not
Tonight?
done.
Not over yet.
Well, I know they're not done. We're talking about Wrestle Dream right now, and I was happy about the match.
Yeah.
Continue. Now we can talk about last night. My bad.
Listen, Chris Jericho is my favorite wrestler of all time, and if you're familiar with Kill 5 Wrestling, you'll hear me say that a lot. That being said, I did not expect a lot out of this match.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually delivered better than I thought it would, man. Mark Briscoe and Jericho paired up fairly nicely together.
For me, it was very mid.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
of course
Like, it was
but
nothing-
It was better than I thought it would be.
It was
I
also
felt like
second to
the-
last match of the night, so I'm sure everyone was very tired. by
Yeah,
that point.
that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, I think that they thought that it would be kind of a cooler to let that main event.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I think that just shows, and I've been jumping on the Briscoe train a lot more lately. I know Juice has always been on it, and it took me a while to warm up. Our other hosts, not even close to it. But this is just showing more and more how Briscoe really can adapt to like every style. His style is very unique. It's very different, and it literally works with anyone just because of the way he like sells and everything. And it's great. So I'm loving what they're doing with him.
Very innovative.
I hate that Jay Briscoe is gone,
Yep.
Well, yeah.
but I'm glad that Mark is getting a chance to show how good he is to the world.
Absolutely.
100%, because
Amen.
they wouldn't have been on this. They wouldn't have been on AEW if he was still alive. So
Unfortunately,
yeah.
No.
I am worried about where it's going to go because clearly they're doing Ladder War next week, which, by the way, for non-Ring of Honor people, Ladder War stipulation is essentially just a ladder match.
Sweet.
It's nothing like crazy special.
That's
Just
what it seemed.
ROH calls ladder matches Ladder War every time. That's all.
Nice.
Because they didn't do a
If they-
ladder match for like the first 8 years.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't get the massive ladder out of the back, it's not fun.
Right.
You know they're gonna bring it.
Next up, I mean, I didn't really have any notes about it. Darby beat Brody. I mean, it's the hometown win, good for him, but I have nothing to add.
Cookie cutter Darby stuff, beating
Yeah.
guys 3 times heavier than him.
Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
thrown around, getting the shit kicked out of him, and then winning in the end.
It's
Yeah.
all the same.
I feel like Darby, like that is some kid fighting his stepdad in London, Kentucky right now. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like some drunk stepdad smacking his little emo
This weird little
stepchild.
kid. I'm trying to fix your son.
There's a Darby chest over here, boy.
That's fucking hilarious.
So let's talk about the triple threat, the international title.
Match of the night.
By the way,
Match of the-
international
absolutely.
title. I just noticed you wrote international title, but I digress.
International title.
So yeah, this was the only match I was really truly looking forward to coming into the pay-per-view. I was very low on Wrestle Dream in terms of the overall build-up. Very haphazard, I thought, but this match delivered. I thought it was great. The right person won. They delivered and everything. I'm glad Fletcher stayed versus just turning baby.
Yeah.
Um,
I will say
loved
this.
it.
I don't think that he should have hit him in the back of the head with the screwdriver
okay.
and not been bleeding. Because I'm pretty sure that if you get hit in the back of the head with a screwdriver, you're going to bleed.
Absolutely.
Also, Why? Like, did it not hurt that much? Like, for a while, he's just sitting there, like, oh, like, how did you hit me? Like, bro, you just hit me with a screwdriver. How are you not like writhing in pain right now? You're just like, ouch! Like, what are you
I
doing?
mean, did you like walk up and smack him with the handle of it? Was
It's like that really hurts. But no, the match itself I thought was fantastic.
right.
Like you got all the spots you knew you were going to get. You got a lot of hard hitting from Takeshita, and he should have won. I didn't pick him to win because I didn't know. I always kind of go with Ospreay until they tell me not to,
Shame.
and they finally told me not to.
It was time to crown Takeshita.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been time.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. We said that like the last
has
one
to.
also, so that's why I was like, I don't know if they're gonna do it. They didn't do it last time, but no, I'm glad they did. I really am.
Yeah.
And the Callis family is, and I said a few weeks ago,
Growing.
I'm glad that they're finally growing again. Like it's like they had this whole
Yeah,
thing. I know they
I
had a
think they
bunch of
have,
injuries and stuff. Go ahead.
We've got Timu Drew McIntyre with him now.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, good for him. Let him live. All right, next
I
up.
love Don Callis, man. Dirty
Yeah.
Don.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Next up, we got the tag team titles: Young Bucks versus Private Party.
Yeah.
Man, can I tell you,
Are you surprised?
when I hate being wrong, or hate being right, I hate being right.
You were right.
Because I was predicting Private Party for weeks and weeks. This was it. And then this past Wednesday on Dynamite, last week's before Wrestle Dream, the Bucks are like, the Private Party's like, we need to win. We have to win. I was like, oh, that's it. Second they cut that promo, I knew Bucks were retaining.
Yeah.
And they set it up hard. They laid it in thick that Private Party was going to win. They gave him a promo package, like with the video and everything. Like,
Yeah, and they're not. It was rushed. If you had built Private
100%.
Party up the last few months instead of having them getting their ass kicked by John Moxley,
That's
Yeah,
what I
just like
said
full-
last week. Thank you. That was my biggest problem with this pay-per-view is that most of the storylines are so rushed, they're so shortened that like you can't. I didn't care about half these matches because like they didn't give me a reason to, and that's a big one.
yep.
we spent 3 months building up 2 pay-per-views that are 2 weeks apart,
Yeah.
and then we had nothing left for the next pay-per-view.
We could have totally spaced that out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Cascanova, not Casanova.
I said Cascanova.
Oh, I heard Casa.
yeah.
My bad.
All right, so quick pause here. Cascanova in chat asks, if you could choose any 2 wrestlers alive or dead to be in a cage match, who do you choose? 2
For
wrestlers
me
alive.
personally, I would like to see, give me Bruiser Brody
Oh shit,
and Mick Foley.
that's a good one. I like
That would be fun. I want to see Jimmy Snuka and Chris Benoit.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
that would be
There-
good match, though. I mean,
It would be a good match, and you've got 2 murderers going at it.
So like someone's
Like,
walking out alive.
They both just keep missing top of the cage headbutts on
Yeah.
each other over and over
by
again.
the time it's over with, they don't know their own names.
I'll go
CT
with
on the full match.
I'll go with Terry Funk and CM Punk.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punk
Terry
and-
Funk ain't wearing no mouthpiece.
Punk
Terry
and Funk
Funk
in the
ain't
cage.
I always want to see Shamrock and Steve Blackman in the cage.
Ooh,
They did do,
yes.
like,
They did the
Den.
Lions Den. That's a little different because they were still doing like MMA fighting and stuff. I want to see them in like a real like cage match.
All right. Well,
Okay,
Cascanova,
okay.
thank you for the question.
Nice.
Who would you pick? Let us know who you. And also, if you're watching, if you want to contribute in chat, let us know who you pick for that question.
For sure.
So, all right, we have 3 more matches to cover. I'm going to skip ahead really quick and do the women's title match, Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale, only because I don't think there's too much there to talk about. It's a good, solid defense for Mariah, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, she needed it.
But yeah, what do you think?
The press conference afterwards
Oh, yeah.
was more entertaining than any.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the match, but I know what you're saying. I get you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mariah's
Right. We
great.
knew he was going to win. It was very skippable.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so then TNT title match.
Yeah, Jack Perry versus Shibata. Not much to talk about with the match. I still think Jack Perry is a very dull champ and
No,
character.
I don't like
no.
this. So I like Jack Perry. I'm not a big fan of this character. I'm not a big
Well,
fan of the
I'm
scapegoat
saying
thing.
the character's very.
Man, he was a jungle boy running around with a freaking dinosaur a couple years ago, man.
I
This
enjoy
is
that
new
so much
Raven.
more.
He is not Perry's new Raven.
Jack
Listen,
Perry is the modern Raven.
But
like,
he's not.
I like the
Oh,
character.
he is.
The thing is, I don't think he's executing the character to its full potential, and that's why it feels like he's cosplaying as Raven.
And also, like,
Rather than,
when
like-
Raven spoke, you listen. Like when Jack Perry speaks, it's still like a little bitch whining. Like he's not like prophetic. He's not like saying anything like meaningful. He's like the young buck's little bitch. So like he's I can't compare him to Raven because like Raven's a pedestal, man. Like it's hard to reach that pedestal.
What about me? What about Raven? His whole shtick was grunge bitching.
Look, okay. Jack Perry is My Chemical Romance.
Raven's Nirvana.
Raven is Nirvana.
That's fair.
All
That's fair.
Nirvana
All
was
right.
the prequel to whiny little emo
That's more than
twerps.
fair. I'll accept that.
That's
all
all
right.
it was.
Casanova says Doink the Clown versus Goldust.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's dope.
Thank you, Casanova. We appreciate
I love that. I'm changing mine to what was our list over here? Zach Gowen versus Eugene. I'm changing mine.
What I want to talk about more is the post match. A lot of stuff went down. We had Daniel Garcia come out, attack Jack Perry. Then we had MJF come back and attack Daniel Garcia. And then we had Adam Cole come back and attack MJF. So we got a lot that went down in that segment. Want to see what everybody's thoughts is because we have Adam Cole back as a babyface now, going after MJF as the heel. Still kind of keeping the Devil storyline going a little bit, which is a good idea, a good call in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Are we going to cross over into our Dynamite discussion now, or are we saving that?
Yeah, we could talk. Yeah, honestly, besides that, all we have left to talk about is the main event. So,
Which would also cross over to Dynamite.
We're gonna
go a little over the 8:10 time tonight. Don't worry about it. Let's just
go for it.
Just go ahead.
I'm just going to go ahead and be notorious for a moment.
Let's go.
Adam Page looks like he belongs in a middle school.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. My bad.
That's
Adam
how mad
Cole.
he is. He can't even think.
Adam Cole looks like he should be being taught by Adam Page and Danny, and he looks like my stepdaughter's ex-boyfriend's, like a little twink that should be just running around trying to get attention from any creepy old man. He doesn't belong in a wrestling ring. I wish the man had a gym membership and would just get off Twitch.
Listen, man, when your lady breaks up with you, you go through it. All right, you go through a bunch of phases, man. He's just going through it.
A year ago.
Listen, he's had 10 months to get in shape. He's had 10 months to practice his promos, and he sucked ass at the show. He can't. I was an Adam Cole fan. I'm a reformed Adam Cole fan, and he showed up at Dynamite last night and cut the biggest, shittiest promo ever to start Dynamite in the history of Dynamite. Ever.
It wasn't good.
I mean,
bad.
we spent a year of him pretending to be MJF's friend so that he could turn on him and cost him his world title that he loved to prove that MJF is a worse guy than he is.
And
sorry, it doesn't work for me.
It doesn't. And go ahead.
Outside of all too. Like it doesn't make sense. Over it.
I'm also annoyed that where's Undisputed Kingdom? What are we doing with them now? Like, are they separate from him? Are they going to be coming with him every time? Like, because when he came out, it wasn't the Kingdom music, right? And they haven't really referred to him a lot. I know last night was a little. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, he spoke on him last night and said that he wanted to handle it himself.
No Bobby Fish, no dice for me.
But that's so annoying to me because, like, why? What was the whole point of bringing them in and then you're just dispatching them?
So, may I speak? Thank you. So, something tells me that the two of you are not fans of Adam Cole.
I was a fan of Adam Cole until he made it to AEW.
We're reformed
Adam
Adam Cole
on
fans.
it. But, no, he's had a rough run. It's almost like the Punk run in terms of injuries and just missing X amount of time. It's just in terms of injuries. That's it. I'm just saying, momentum-wise, it's hard to get anything going when you're
at least Adam Cole gets along backstage with people, so it's not that bad yet.
Yeah, again, this is
It's
just purely based on
backstage
injuries.
enough to have problems.
I don't think he's done with the Undisputed Kingdom. I mean, he came out and he even said, like, very first thing he said was Roddy, Matt, and that was just for him to go out there and say his piece.
I know, but
he's not done with that.
Okay.
That's not how I took that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure.
No, listen, if like 2-3 weeks from now he's still not doing anything on TV with them, then I'm absolutely with you.
Okay.
Like they bungled this, but so far I'm fine with it. I've always been a Cole fan. I have no problem with Cole.
It was a huge mistake to hand Adam Cole a live mic and then do a pre-taped MJF promo.
Yeah.
Because
that
MJF
is
could.
fair.
Yeah, but that's not on Cole though. That's just poor planning on their part.
That's another TK producing.
Yeah. All right. So the last thing we could talk about here tonight is the main event: Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. All the sharpshooters got this one wrong. All of the Till Fivers got this one right. So,
Boom, baby.
I'm gonna let the two of you start. Take your victory lap. What made you go with Moxley?
It's a new era for AEW, folks. It's the last ride of the American Dragon. I knew that as injury prone as Danielson has been in his AEW run and how he's been in the last few years of his business, it was not sustainable to keep him as world champion for a long time. I also knew that there probably wasn't enough time in between injuries to build another story, and this was the only way to go. And if he does come back eventually, it's a ready-made story once again.
He will be back for a match at some point against these guys.
Absolutely.
But this Danielson was going to drop the belt and go out on his shield. We knew that.
Yep.
I felt like the worst part of that was the ending. I felt like the sleeper was kind of a lame end. After everything?
No, that's putting him down.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
So,
I really didn't hate it.
He should have fought it.
I think my big problem was, and I said this last week, is that I don't mind this Moxley heel run. I don't mind this storyline. I know some people aren't crazy about it because where they think it's going, and even if it goes with Shane McMahon, I'm not totally against it, depending on how they do it.
By the way, I'm back out on the Shane thing. I don't think it's Shane.
I don't think so either, but I'm saying that that's the worst case scenario. I don't think it's the worst, but I don't think Moxley needed the win. I think if you're gonna retire Bryan Danielson, if you're gonna put the belt on someone, you don't need to put on the guy who's already had it 3 times in your 5-year company.
No.
Put it on one of these up and comers, put on someone new, and then let Moxley take him out because he's if they gave it to Darby, who's a cornerstone or whatever you want, a pillar, whatever you want to call him, and then you have Moxley take out a pillar after he just won it to crush that within a week or two. I think that's more impactful for both of them than just Danielson dropping it to Moxley for the 4th time again.
All right, so sorry, what?
I think Darby was ready. And again, Darby, it doesn't have to be a long title run. The whole point is to do a short thing where you have this oh, Darby, oh my God, underdog story, and then a week later let fucking Moxley take it off him. Right. So it's a short title run, and that really crushes it.
Darby is going to get even more traction when he saves AEW from Moxley and wins the title there. That's how we build Darby to be a credible champion.
So yeah, you're 100% right. So here's the thing. I've clearly been seduced and blinded by my love of Danielson. Seriously. For the last 2 months, where it's so easy and fun to play out the end story and replay Sting and give him this whole championship rah-rah run. And you look back now and having these days to think it over and grieve and actually process it and watch. No, I'm being serious.
No, storyline, I agree. It makes sense. Storyline.
Even watching Dynamite, I could start seeing the bigger picture now. It was hard for me to really accept it and see it even before this because I was like, no, Danielson should be fighting Darby. Danielson should be fighting Nigel. Da, 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 da. Now that he's gone and they did it, you can see the bigger picture. I'm with you. They made the right call here. As much as I'm heartbroken, I'm gonna miss him being on TV and doing.
I think this will lift everyone up. Garcia, Hook, Moxley, Orange.
I hope so.
It has to. It has to.
But
because if they don't,
that's what I'm saying.
If they don't, then it's over.
It's AEW versus Moxley's militia.
Look at it this way: AEW in the last 5 years, they have not made anyone really on their own. Private Party, arguably 5 years ago, Private Party were on their way to being stars. And then last weekend, they were
The Acclaimed.
Okay.
That's one. Yeah.
When we're working the pre-show.
Yeah, okay,
because the fans are tired of them
but OC's also working. You can't just say because it's the pre-show that they're not huge stars.
The Acclaimed are a pre-show act now.
No, they're
fans
not.
Are tired of it. Fans are tired of it.
Yeah, fans are really tired. But they've been built up. I mean, you can argue Swerve. I mean, I know you're saying pure AEW, fine, but that's also unfair. Because
no one's really pure AEW.
Yeah, everyone. But either way, we're getting a little bit off track.
Come on, guys, Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson's a star, bro. Lee Johnson.
Yeah. Oh man, what did I want to say.
Anthony Ogogo.
Oh,
Anthony Ogogo.
One thing to keep in mind, I'm sure it's by design also. As far as I can recall, this is the first time ever in AEW every champion is a heel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really like that.
We got to start. Honestly, another thing I want to say, I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it if they do it, but I think the long-term goal here, the Elite should turn baby to save it.
That's Kenny coming back, hopefully, something like that, because I don't think
That
this
doesn't put anybody over. Those guys need nothing else.
Or if anything, just
He
the
needs
Bucks and
to come back
Okada.
and-
Like, because Perry, it seems like Perry still wants to be his thing and like pulled them away last night. So I don't know. I'm thinking bigger long-term picture.
I wouldn't mind
That's
Perry
exactly.
joining the
I agree,
Patriots.
Jim.
You're right. They can't turn babyface until the Kenny stuff is settled. You're right.
I think Kenny's what turns them face.
That's
This
a
group cannot turn
long-term-
face.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a very
But now I want-
long-term thing, but
I want Jack Perry and the Patriarchy teaming with Killswitch as heels.
God.
Listen,
I
you
just-
leave my dad alone. He's doing great work as always.
I just want this to pay off. That's all. If it can
Hey,
pay off,
That's your father too.
That's my father.
That's my dad.
y'all can
I'm
have him.
Christian's
Yes.
son.
Y'all can have him.
I have
man.
the shirt. Christian's my dad. It's down.
Yeah, oh, dude, Christian's one of my favorites ever.
I love him.
He-
This whole shtick with it. I mean, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite ones.
I have a Nick Wayne autograph that says "Happy Birthday, Big Brother." Love, Nick Wayne.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Any last second thoughts on Moxley, the storyline, Dynamite, anything last night, anything with Yuta, anything like
Peace.
that?
Well, actually, I really like it. I noticed one thing about Yuta last night that I want to point out.
Go.
He was dressed just like Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Debut Danielson.
Yeah, I didn't even
He
think about
was.
that.
Beard's getting longer. Hair is getting longer.
He is replacing Danielson in the BCC.
He's a
That's kinda
vegan
dope.
now.
Yeah.
He's a clone. He will be a clone. He's doing the cattle mutilation. He's been
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
that for
yeah.
a couple.
No, because
Yeah.
he was doing all his moves as like fighting, and he's my
Yeah.
mentor and all this, and now he's just replaced. I like that. I didn't even think about that. That's
Yeah.
good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a ready-made storyline down the line too.
Yep.
Yeah, my only additional note, AEW related, very quickly. I was a big fan of the Mercedes Amanada match last night. I know it was only like 10 minutes, but for a TV match and for a defense, they had great chemistry.
Yeah.
I want to see more of it. So I really liked what they did there.
Yeah.
Uh,
For sure.
My only note from Dynamite that I have is Shelton Benjamin. I mean,
Yeah.
come on,
That
man.
was
wait.
great. That was great. It was really,
Great
it was
match
really
last
good to
night.
see him.
It looked like somebody's to check on Leo Rush. I thought he got murdered from that super kick.
That was a good super kick.
It was, man.
Yes, it was.
He's such
The
a good
sooner-
wrestler. How old is he?
sooner-
47?
Mercedes Monet gets off of my television.
I'm sorry, you
49.
You broke up
49.
there?
Yeah,
What about
49.
Mercedes?
Mercedes needs to go away from my television again,
Oh, come on.
please.
That's
I can't stand it.
That's
Stop
nice.
I can't
it.
stand her.
I love her character
Time
right
to-
now.
time
Her
to
character's
wrap-
great.
Time to wrap this up. Where's
all
the
right.
Where's the close?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this one. No, why is the disc right there? Who cares? We hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you, Till 5 Wrestling, for joining us. We had a great time,
Thanks
gentlemen.
for
You guys
having
were
us.
so
Thanks
much
for
fun.
having me.
Hell yeah,
We
we
could-
appreciate
we-
having you here. Be sure again, everyone, to check them out over on Facebook. Till 5 Wrestling. That's Till with 2 L's, by the way. Till 5 Wrestling. Go over there. Check them out. There's a fun page, and I'm there sometimes too. You can come hang with me. We would love to
That's
see
right.
you.
I'm glad you spelled it and not me. Next week, please don't forget, we got 2 episodes. We're starting again Tuesday at 7 p.m. Please come. That's going to be our variety hour, so don't miss it out. We're going to be doing I think we're building a pro wrestler next week.
Yeah.
We might do the Meto Meter Part 2, and we're going to be doing our crate unboxing. See everyone on Tuesday. Thanks again, Till 5 Wrestling. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye-bye. Have a beautiful
Let's
time.
get to Till 5.
Wanna get the picture right. Wanna light in hindsight. I want the corners to align. You're just too much to capture. You're just too much to capture. You're just too much to capture. Will my current memory fade to a distant southern sea?